Alright. Life update, shop update, whatnot. Haven't made a video in a little bit. Kind of keeping you guys updated. The shop has been up for about a month now. We are working on a C5 Corvette. It's either a 99 or 2000, something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. We're replacing the trans today. Gonna kind of record the process and show you guys how we're doing that. Trans has already been taken out. It was already sent out. Gonzo's transmission ended up doing the rebuild for us at I think Baytown. And we're gonna kind of, like I said, show you guys that process on it. This car does have a pretty nice, healthy 408 in it. It's got a pretty nasty cam in it. We have done some work already to it. It had come in with some bad trans lines. We ended up redoing those. New 6AN trans lines from front to back, standalone trans cooler. We replaced the engine harness, the torque tube harness, changed some stuff on the fuel rails for the crossover and the main feed. So, like I said, we're going to kind of show you guys the process on going back together with this bad boy. Alright, so C5, C6, C7, they have a transaxle setup. Transmission bolts directly to the rear end, attaches to our torque tube that runs to the front of the car. So, like I said, this is kind of the whole setup for what it looks like, and we're going to mate it together, and we'll show you what that looks like, and then the process kind of going back in. So the trans is mated back together. We're just gonna go with, start putting all these bolts back in, get all them torque back down, and getting it back set in correctly. Install it, whatever. So this is supposed to be it's a new converter, 2800 converter. It's a remanufactured converter, but it says like a 2800 stall. We're gonna go ahead and pre-fill it with like a quart of trans fluid before we install it. It does take a minute to do this. So right here, I'm just basically looking for that pump's going to line up on this converter. Where I stab it, kind of give me an idea of where it's going to be at. All right. So trans bell housing stuff, it's all bolted up. The whole rear transaxle is still lowered while we're doing this to kind of help get to the top bolts, whatnot. When you drop these rear transaxles, you do lower you do have to break the rear brake lines. So those are still unhooked. Right now, we're gonna go and we're just gonna suck up these rear cradle bolts. We've already got them for the most lined up. It does have like an alignment pin that'll help you line up on both sides, or on the other side. And then, like I said, we'll suck that up real quick. I'll kind of go underneath here and I'll show you guys what's going on. A second, flash. So, trans shifter cable bracket bolted up. Bell housing bolt, bell housing bolt, bell housing bolts. Went ahead and did the AN lines while we're here. Got those tightened up. Bell housing bolt up there. Still have to do the bell housing bolts, or the converter bolts, but I'll worry about that once the rear cradle is up. And again, you can see on this side, you know, the spacing, and then we'll get all that stuff bolted in there. And again, rear brake lines, like I was saying, you do have to break those when you completely lower this rear cradle setup. Alright, so we went ahead and went up on it. We've got bolts lined up for the rear cradle. Again, bolt lined up for rear cradle, both sides. We're going to go ahead and get these bolts started and with the nut started on those. And we will get that tightened up. Okay, whatever. And there. The other side real fast. Alright, so rear cradle is in, bell housing bolts are done, shifter cable bracket is in. We're going to do exhaust, converter bolts tomorrow, harness, all that other good stuff. We're going to go ahead and finish it out, wrap it up. It's 11 o'clock at night and I'm fucking dog beat tired, so that's it for today. We'll finish it out tomorrow. Cool.